Hey there, everybody. Reed here, conductor at Orchestra Farm. Look, I'm all bundled up. That's because, well, it's chilly. And there's a beautiful storm brewing outside. Brewing. I had a fabulous weekend away, so if you missed my content getting shared on this past Friday and Monday, well, I was basically on a vacation. A bunch of friends out to Tofino, Chesterman Beach in particular, and I got to watch them surf a bunch. The water's so cold, guys. Anyway, there's a lot of excuses for not playing, but I wanted to talk to you actually about the importance of play today. That's right. Play, and having space for it, is a most important thing in the life of an animal. And if you're a human, you are indeed an animal. Now, I know of a lot of different men's groups out there, and I'm very blessed to have the current men's group that I've got. We actually have a focus on play, but it's not like we go out and play basketball or soccer or lawn darts, or dice and cards and board games or some of the other things, stand-up comedy, skits and hikes. We do all those things and more. And sometimes we even have, listen to each other's lives, moments in a circle space. Although we don't do like a whole ton of that. By comparison, all those ways are different ways to play. And on this trip, one of the things that took place was a small altar setup got created. And with that, one of my friends asked me, I don't really understand the altar. We also play music sometimes. And I heard from different people that they feel uncomfortable in the music space. And that's the thing I like about this group, is that sometimes we feel uncomfortable in playing. Have you ever felt uncomfortable playing? I am not a great sports player, personally. So I feel pretty awkward in those spaces. But I think it's important to push our boundaries. And the notion that when you're playing, one of the things that you're doing is you're pushing your boundaries around. And the importance of that. When I see other animals playing, a lot of times they are testing their boundaries with each other and learning, how to use their bodies more. I think that people often get a little confused by this in the realm that I see a lot of people as they get older really diminish the amount of play that they're willing to do. It's like they just want to stay in their safety zone. Whatever the play that feels good to them is, and just do that, rather than getting into any of the other kinds of play that might feel awkward. To me, here at this farm, I feel like playing is all that's really happening. There's a lot of experiments going on too, but in the long run, I don't want it to be work being here at the farm, or if I can channel any other of my life activities into a sense of play. To me, that's a giant win. And I ponder how each of us can bring play more into our lives so that we can really enjoy all the different ways of playing. Finding this cool little hori. This thing is great. If you're a farmer or a gardener out there, or you like playing land, it's one of my favorite tools. Lets you be really hands-on, which I like. And just want to encourage everyone today to whatever things that they like doing, to every now and then go a little bit beyond that and play in some other realm. Whether maybe it's writing, maybe it's drawing, maybe it's cooking a meal, maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's going for a walk with a friend but walking in silence. You ever have those friendships where you can actually just be quiet together? It's actually kind of great. I can obviously jabber on for a long time about all kinds of things, but those moments when I can just walk down a beach with a good friend and witness the world around, there's a sweet thing right there. And even that is a form of play. Well, with that, the other thing that's important about play is the notion that you can not only find those awkwardnesses in yourself, or where you really excel that maybe you didn't think you would because you hadn't tried it before. All that discovery builds creative thinking into yourself. And I find when I go and do other things in my life that I'm already engaged in, having opened up those other parts of myself through play, that new inspiration comes through in the areas of life that I'm already invigorated with. And yeah, you can play with spirit, you can play with emotions, you can play with mentalities, you can play with your physical body. It's basically infinite the ways you can play. And when you get into that, then you have to adjust your fun meter, because eventually you're going to start having too much fun and you realize that that actually feels really good. And maybe like those days where you're not having any fun, maybe we can diminish those to less than 1% a year and really enjoy the fullness of our lives. With that, thanks for liking and subscribing. Appreciate all the comments out there. You can check out my webpage, bendingreads.com, and have too much fun.